Top of the morning to you guys. I have a microphone right here, so hopefully the audio is picking up my voice. Following this video is going to be a video from an employee, an ex-employee who used to work for Walmart doing loss prevention, security undercover for Walmart. He did it for like 5 years. Anyway, he explains why you should not be stealing from Walmart. He's not telling you how to. He's just explaining why you shouldn't. And a little unknown fact that when you're at the register, what happens when you check out, or when you don't check out the items that you're supposed to. There will be a video following this one, and then I'll jump back in, and there will be another video. So stay tuned, and then I'll give you my final thoughts when this is done.
So I'm leaving Walmart, and I wanted to share this with you. So I used to work at Walmart. I worked at Walmart for about 5 years, from 2010 till 2015, and I did loss prevention. I would walk around in plain clothes, just like this, and I would catch people stealing. I was really good at it. A lot of people wouldn't suspect, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I got my hat backwards and I'm all in there. A lot of people ain't gonna suspect, but they fired me. So fuck Walmart. I think they're a terrible company and they treat their employees like shit. Fuck them. I'm gonna share this with you. You know how they changed? There's no cashiers now, and now you cash out your own shit. And I know you get the thought in your mind, like, maybe if I don't scan this, but I'm gonna tell you, they're watching you. They have a Pantel Zoom camera that can legit zoom right in onto your fucking credit card, and they can see all your information. But not just that, is when you don't scan those things, they create a list, okay? And you get over a certain amount of money, you're gonna get some shit in the mail, right? And it's gonna be from a fucking judge that says Walmart's charging you blah 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 X amount of dollars for theft. All right, so that's one thing you guys got to know, is don't do that. If you're gonna steal from Walmart, don't do it when you're at the fucking to scan your stuff, because they'll get you. Now back to Karen with the weather.
All right, so you just watched that video of him explaining why you should not steal from Walmart. And the simple answer, which I know is never simple in this world that we live in, because we have too many choices, right? There's no, do you want option A or option B, right? Do you want Pepsi or do you want Coke, right? To do or not to do. It's never that easy, right? Because everyone has excuses, and this world is complicated these days. And I'm so thankful that I grew up in the time that I grew up, because I had a good childhood, and there was wrong and right. I did do wrong and right, not to the level of people that I knew that really got in trouble and spent time in jail and so forth. But I'm grateful for my childhood and everything that happened in it, good or bad, right? Life lessons, experience. But my grandparents had a big factor in how I turned out in life. So, all right, second video follow up to that first one that he made, and then I'll come back and tell you. Before I forget, the simple solution, or my response to anyone that says, well, that's not fair, don't shop at Walmart. How about that? Don't shop at Walmart. Go to a store that actually has employees that will check you out. Go to a store that has employees that will check you out. Because if you are that person that likes to steal, or you're that type of person that says, oops, I forgot, poor me, don't go to Walmart. Don't go to Walmart. It's not worth it. Doesn't mean you're going to stop stealing, because if you're a person who steals, you're just going to steal, but don't do it. Stop supporting businesses that make you work for them and do the work that they should be hiring people to work. All right, second video.
Hey, I was telling you guys, the whole thing about how I used to work at Walmart and I did loss prevention for 5 years. I would catch people stealing, right? And I had a lot of people on my part 1 video. Make sure you go back. I got over 220,000 views on it, and I appreciate y'all, man. Love for that. But people was saying cap. They were saying that you know, a lot of the stuff I was saying in the video wasn't true. But I'm gonna show you right now, this next video. If you take a look, a lot of people are getting sent court orders in the mail from a judge because Walmart's suing them for theft from their self-checkout. Like I was telling y'all, check this video out.
The sheriff came, he read me my rights, etc. I had to sign some things. Then he offered to stay and chat with me afterward because he could tell I was so upset.
She's not alone. KGUN 9 spoke with 3 other people who were too afraid to go on camera with similar stories. The trend noticed by Sandra Barger, who's a counselor and provides court-ordered treatment. She noticed several people going through the court diversion program who weren't her typical petty theft clients.
Well, what I've noticed is I'm getting a lot of clients that have to do their adult responsibility course for petty theft. And it's coming out of one particular place, and which is the Walmart on La Cholla.
She says in March 2022, she had 14 clients who were cited for petty theft from the Walmart on La Cholla. Some of the items they were caught with ranging from kitty litter to a bottle of bleach.
And it's the same story. You know, I'm standing there scanning, have my children with me. I have one client that had his kids with them, and it was just a simple one item that he missed, which can happen. You know, anyone can do that. I have another client that is a business owner that purchased over $2,000 in items, and one item is what he missed, and he got cited for that.
According to Pima County Sheriff deputies, there were 62 cite and releases at the Walmart on La Cholla from January 2021 to April 11th of this year. Meanwhile, the Walmart in Oro Valley off Oracle had only 3 shoplifting arrests, which were felony arrests related to retail theft. Across town in Marana, the Walmart off Cortero and I-10, a different story with around 84 cite and release arrests for 2021 and 2022.
I think there should be an opportunity before they leave the store to rectify the situation. Now, there are circumstances where, yes, people are doing these things, but I do think there needs to be a little more regulation on the situation.
All right, welcome back for my final conclusion. After that second video that he shared, I do think that people should have the opportunity to rectify their behavior, right? Everybody makes a mistake. We're all human. I've made mistakes. I've done wrong, and I've done my best to make up for that. Never served time. Never been arrested. It's just one of those where it's like, you know, some people get caught, some people don't, right? Some people live and learn, whether it's you learn the hard way or you learn from like, oh shit, that was close, I could have gotten in trouble, don't do it again. People make mistakes. People should be given the opportunity to rectify, especially when the video shows that, hey, a mother was checking out, or a father, right, because fathers have kids too, and they're distracted and they don't scan something and they don't pay attention. I think they should be given the opportunity to say, hey, you can pay for this now. It's an honest mistake, or we're going to call the authorities. Option A, option B. There is no option C. There is no option XYZ. What do you want to do? It happens. And the chances of that happening again will be slimmer to none, because I'm pretty sure that will leave an impression on that individual saying, you know what? I don't like being stopped. That's embarrassing. And then to have that presented in front of other people, which is going to result in 2 things. Number 1, you live and learn and you don't do that shit again. Or number 2, you will never go back to Walmart and shop there. To avoid ridicule, to avoid a mishap of having to be accused of stealing. Or you're just a criminal and you're just like, fuck that, I'm not doing that anymore. Live and learn, people. Life is not that complicated, but society has made it complicated because of all the things that people want. Everybody wants a little piece of the pie. Growing up, it just didn't seem complicated like that. It seemed pretty much like, you know, you become an adult, you get a job, you pay your taxes, you don't do crime, right? You respect each other on and off the street. You mind your manners. But in this day and age, we live in the wild west of society that people just don't give you know what. So anyway, that's my video. Have a great day. I will try to do another video soon, and as always, adios.